ain't you tryna go be? Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Chicago Bears. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go! 70, Indy!
That's what I do. What's it?
Go!
58, right over there.
Now Jones. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go! 60 Pittsburgh!
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again.
And he's going to go down again.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
180! Check.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. In on the stop, Vernon Hargreaves.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's complete right side to Gabriel. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
180. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
Mike 54. You don't want to. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Right there, 54.
On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Play action. It's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. A first update now out of Jacksonville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Left side here. That's complete to Godwin. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Watch twins. Watch.
Alert, 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 alert. X3, 218, chopper.
You got tape.
Blue.
Now it's Trubisky. Throw left side taken in by Miller. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Shut down.
Blue.
Shift. 45.
Hey, exit.
Mike, 45. There's a party.
Lock in.
There's a party now.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. No score after 1 on EA Sports. A first down carry for Davis. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Check. Watch 54.
Alert.
Check.
Now on 2nd and 13. Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Check.
Alert.
Slant.
Red.
I got it.
Lock in.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears first down. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
Alert. Hey, ball. Hey, orbit.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Check. Watch 54. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Alert.
Under crunch. Check 24.
Blue.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Devin White able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now it's Trubisky. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away.
Come on, fellas. First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Hey. Get it.
From the 24, Jones. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Bring it.
On 1st and 10, Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. From the 39, Jones. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
If they want a 1st, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Move. You got 3 down.
Sit. Squeeze.
Check 3. He's checking.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. If they want a 1st, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Single.
Hey, team 6. Snap.
Operating from the gun, Jones. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good. Meanwhile, up in Green Bay, early on it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Pick me up. Here we go. Tighten up.
Alert!
Rush in.
Alert!
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Flush to his right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Alert!
Again, it's Trubisky. Being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long football game. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day.
Let's go.
At their own 6-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line.
A 3-yard pickup brings up.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
SOS.
Red, touch.
SOS.
Hey, 18.
Check.
Go. General West.
Check 24. Watch 20.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Kill.
Alert.
Check 9. 49. Check 49.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And this will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Red, touch.
Check. Left.
You draw Porter.
He's coming. We got double up.
Good. Hey, Charlie.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Credit the tackle to Kylie Fitz, the former Utah Ute.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Now second and 6 at the 14-yard line.
Switch gears.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike, 53. Mike, go.
Hey.
Check, 53's Mike. Check, 53's Mike. Hey, keep it up.
To throw on second and 6, Jones. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
It's third down. 3rd and 14.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
4 down.
Look at me. Zipper. Go.
Crunch. Check.
On the ball. Be different.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Lock in, lock in.
Here's Trubisky. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Levante David picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Alert, alert, alert.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Banjo, 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 banjo.
18, 18.
Check 45 to Mike.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Vita Vea able to record his 5th sack of the season. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. Let's go, D. Check.
Hey, 18, 18, 18.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. He's going to look deep down the field. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And running last time, see if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now Jones on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Now he's going to throw deep right side. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down. On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now from Jacksonville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Hey, 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 hey.
Here's Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. That sack by Khalil Mack. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Back now at Soldier Field, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. Pulled in at the 24. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a one-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. One-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
Motion.
Red, up.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Alert.
Check.
Move. Yep.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
We're going 25 to Mike. Ricky.
Red, up.
Check 3.
Now Trubisky. Going up top. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
4 down. Check.
Hey, high 7.
Now Jones. Able to get away. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. 2nd and 15. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Jones operating from the gun. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Play action. It's Trubisky. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
At the 48-yard line.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Ready, go. Set, go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. 27 yards there, a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On first down, Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his first touchdown of the new season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken short. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
He's coming.
18.
He's coming. Double up.
Alert, 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 alert.
Trubisky will throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 38. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Throwing Jones. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Godwin's got it. Touchdown Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it is 28-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robinson. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
18.
Now it's Trubisky. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Check 52. Hey, ball.
Here's Trubisky to throw. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Coming to you. At the 32-yard line.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Bucs, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know.